What's good, campers? It is your boy Killer Beezy, and we are back with episode 3 of the Dojo. If this is the first time you guys are watching the Dojo is basically our series where the Duel events come for 24 hours, the Duel Alliance events, and what we basically do here is we use that Duel event as an opportunity to basically train and practice on our skills and whatnot. So this time I've been using the Phoenix a little bit. I'm kind of starting to like her. So the first match we go in with the Phoenix. Now obviously we managed to find a rank 4 Drax, so fights tend to be a bit more longer, but I've never had Phoenix as a I didn't have her as a 4-star at the time of me doing these fights. However, I pulled her as a 4-star today, and I wasn't recording. I wanted to pop one crystal, I popped it, and boom, she came out. I was like, yo! But yeah, so we managed to get her. Now, the reason why I've been using Phoenix is because I was recently going for Mordo in Arena, and I was trying to use some of my 3-stars. I was using a few 3-star Arena boosts because of the items event that was on, and I started using her and started noticing I think it's incineration or whatever it is, that when she has over 5 furies, every hit that she gives you adds I think it's incinerate. I'm sure it is incinerate. If I got it wrong, apologies. But yeah, I started noticing when you get over 5 furies, every hit that you do just stacks and stacks and stacks. That I'm sure it's incinerate. I'm sure it is. But yeah, and I was thinking, no way, I did not know that Phoenix could do this. And I just thought to myself, wait, if the 3-star one is doing this, what would the 4-star one be doing? And what kind of damage output would it be at? Because obviously, as you can see, we see that the 3-star one, the damage isn't that great, but obviously it's a 3-star. So at a 4-star, rank 4 or rank 5 even, what kind of damage would we be doing? I mean, if you look straight away, so we're seeing 6, 6, just tick 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 tick. So what would that be if it was if it was within kind of the 40 bracket? I wouldn't mind that. Still, that would be alright, that would be alright still. So we gotta check that out. Obviously, now that I've got the 4-star version, we need to rank her up and check that out. So the first one we go in with Phoenix, fairly good fight. Now you guys know, man, if you have seen my Gwenpool crystal opening, you guys will know that I am haunted at the fact that I do not have a 5-star Gwenpool. It breaks my heart, man. It honestly breaks my heart. So now I'm gonna have to just settle for the 4-star version. Whenever I do get her, I've got 6 4-star crystals to open. So I'm waiting for Dormammu to come out in crystal. So when Dormammu comes out, I will probably open my crystals. I was gonna wait for Iceman, but I don't want to open a massive chunk of 4-star crystals at the same time, because then I'm going to end up with a bunch of ISO that I can't use and have to sell them or whatnot. So I'm probably just going to open for Dormammu, and then I'll save again for when Iceman comes out and then try again. But yeah, so we go in with Gwenpool. Now, man, if you play this game and you don't know about Gwenpool, bro, what have you been doing? I don't know. I don't know where you've been. I don't know what rock you've been hiding under. But Gwenpool is a madness. She is just crazy. I mean, I love this champ so much that I bring my 3-star into doing a lot of questing, master mode and whatnot. I just bring her with me because, one, it obviously helps me perfect my fighting skills and whatnot, fighting with a 3-star when you're fighting fairly high enemies. But man, I just everything about Gwenpool is just yo. And then I hate it when I see my YouTube notifications pop up and Brian or Seaton or someone uploads a video and it's the title, the first thing I see is Gwenpool. And I'm like, bruh, really? Really? I've got to sit here and watch the champion that I don't have now, you know them ones. But yeah, so as you can see, we managed to have a fairly decent fight. We do take a little bit of damage, more damage than I would have liked to have taken. Majority of that being by blocking. But look at the damage that we're doing, man. And that's just a 3-star. A 3-star, bro. Oh, man. It's heartbreaking stuff, man. It's heartbreaking stuff. But anyway, so that went fairly well. So next we decided to use Guillotine. This fight should be fairly quick, because what we're going to do is we're just going to use our L2 special as much as we can and basically hope that Drax kills himself. So with as you can see, Drax has got willpower, so we're literally going to bleed him out and make that healing turn into damage. And as you can see, his life is pretty much just going down, down, down. So we bait the 2 special, so we're doing quite well. Although I got full health, I'm sure that I think Guillotine's got a healing ability that I've never really read up on. I don't know how it works. I'm sure it's got something to do with her souls, but it's nothing that I'm doing on purpose. So if she's just regenerating life on her own cause, then fair enough. Now, Yellowjacket's a pretty interesting one I wanted to cover because, as you all probably know, Yellowjacket, when he used to use his special 1 or his L2 special, the debuff that he puts on you, it done one of 2 things. It either used to stun you when it ran out, or it used to activate Power Sting. Now, from the looks of it, what I've noticed is that when enemies have that debuff on them and they use their specials, it activates Power Sting. I'm sure it hasn't always done that. If it has always done that, fair enough, but I'm sure it hasn't. I'm sure it was random before. But it reminds me of, for any of you guys that play Transformers Forged to Fight, it reminds me of Barricade. Barricade's got a debuff that he can, when he uses one of his ranged attacks or his level 1 special, he puts this debuff on you called Backfire. And if you use your special while you have that debuff on you, it basically, you take damage from it. It's exactly the same as Power Sting. So basically, if you use Yellowjacket's L1 or L2, maybe even L3 special, and you put that debuff on the enemy, if the enemy uses any of their special attacks, they will take damage. It's almost like they will have a recoil for using their own special, which is good. I didn't notice. I haven't, like I said, I haven't noticed that about Yellowjacket before. But as you can see, we're having a fairly good fight with Yellowjacket, which is good because I actually have Yellowjacket as a 5-star. So I'm thinking about ranking him up. I am overflown for science catalysts, so I'm thinking of using them on Yellowjacket as well as Hulk, because Hulk, boy, you lot on the videos were giving Hulk a lot of love, so I'm thinking of using them on Hulk as well. As you can see there, we got absolutely destroyed with 4. Yeah, not particularly good. But here I just want to bring to you guys, now as you can see, I'm not sure what I think I got hit by something because my life is low. I don't know if I started off the fight like that, but yeah, so as you can see, I wanted to do a quick kind of showcase really on Gambit, because I have been using him a little bit and I kind of like his ability. For those of you who don't know Gambit's ability, so basically if you hold block, you can see he kind of charges up. You can see the little pink circle and it basically charges up that black circle, yeah, the ace. I don't know what the term is called in game, but it's charging it up. So what happens is, once you've charged it up, it's up to you. It can go to a maximum of 10 charges. So once you charge it up to however many you want to use Gambit's hold attack, yeah, his hold move, yeah. Once you use his hold or his heavy, whatever you want to call it, those stack of 8 will then, that black circle will then turn blue. And what that then does is it multiplies the damage output of any of Gambit's special attacks. So I don't know how much more damage Gambit does, but he is meant to do a lot more damage than obviously he would do without it. So as you can see here, so we did a hold move, it converts the 10 charges that we had, and now we do a special 2, and the last hit of the special 2 done about 2k damage. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what it normally does without activating that without the extra boost in damage output. But yeah, but that's interesting. I'm gonna do a bit more research on that, because like I said, I don't know how much of an improvement it is compared to the normal damage that it does. But as you can see there, so we managed to go in with Gambit and do the last duel just to put it up for the event. And yeah, man, so we could have done a bit better with 4, but everyone else was fairly okay. Now, if you guys like this series, please give it a like. Again, thank you guys for watching me and my journey to practicing and obviously becoming a better player and practicing my skills. And yeah, man, for now, it's been your boy Killer Beezy, camping e.n.t game to entertain, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.